From the moment you lay your eyes on the Tele 60, it's clear the meticulous attention has been dedicated to its design. The use of premium aluminum not only ensures longevity, but provides a visually striking matte finish that's both modern and timeless. Right out the box, it has an elegant feel. Lifting the flap reveals 4 numbered boxes with all your components, including a coiled aviator cable, a really sweet looking switch and keep cap puller, other tools, stabs, and gasket components. You'll also receive these metal shims designed to hold the gasket mount into the top case, making this a pseudo top mount with a gasket feel, which was pretty interesting. The premium aluminum construction gives it a weighty, substantial feel without making it cumbersome. I would like to mention the PCB does have flex cuts, so if you're not a fan of that feature, this may be not the board for you. You will be able to choose from the cheaper wired version or the triple mode PCB that can be used in wired, Bluetooth, or 2.4 gigahertz dongle. You can choose from either WinKey or HHKB layout. The available color options will be white, black, dark gray, and silver. Not many to choose from here, but they do complement the keyboard design rather than overpower it. They will be offering various plate materials such as FR4, aluminum, PC, palm, and my favorite, brass, allowing enthusiasts to further fine-tune their typing experience. Beyond its utility, the multimedia function knob acts as one of the standout features in its design. With its polished finish, it contrasts beautifully with the matte texture of the keyboard, drawing the eye without being obtrusive. It's an elegant solution to a common need, embodying the ethos of the design. Then there's the centerpiece of the keyboard, the storage compartment. Integrated seamlessly at the top, it remains inconspicuous until needed. When opened, it reveals a space that's both practical and an extension of the keyboard's overall design narrative. Whether you want to store USB drives or additional keycaps, this compartment ensures the keyboard's aesthetic remain undisturbed. If you're going to pick this keyboard up, I'd be curious to see what you would add into the storage compartment. This is a mid-range keyboard and marketed to the higher end of the spectrum. The wired version will start at $245, while the wireless being $269. A direct comparison to the Vertex 60, which also hovered around that price point with no knob or wireless options, I would say this is fair. Although the Arc 60 sounds better, you're paying more for features when looking into the Tele 60. I kind of find it hard to justify the $245 price point at this stage of the game, mainly because there's been so many amazing keyboards that have dropped recently, the $200 price point. But none of those have the gimmicky features such as the storage compartment or the floating look of this keyboard. So as with most high-end customs, you're essentially paying for aesthetic needs at this point. Iqunix's first keyboard in their Super Series, the Tele 60, isn't merely just a keyboard. It's really a design statement. Every aspect from its structure to its color choice has been thoughtfully curated, and it's a perfect example of how a design can elevate functionality, making the Tele 60 not just a tool, but a centerpiece of any modern workspace. So I'll leave you here with all configurations of all the foams and a few thoughts on the sound and feel of each. The no foam configuration is solid. Even with all the flex cuts included, this board doesn't sound muted whatsoever. As for the feel, extremely soft and not too bouncy. This top mount gasket hybrid is really putting in some overtime here. Only downside is that the mods are a little hollow. The plate foam accentuated the higher end of the sound spectrum, but also accentuated the hollowness. I don't know if that's due to my switch choice or not, but that was actually pretty interesting. Same feel as the other two. Introducing the PE foam of course made it sound more marbly, but again eliminated the hollowness. Pretty solid choice if you don't want to go full foam, but still want that marbly texture. The feel with the PE foam felt just like no foam. Case and plate foam sounds like the cleanest, absolutely zero hollowness, but increases stiffness just a tad. Again, this specific gasket mount really makes the keyboard soft. Since everything is mounted onto the top case, feel is pretty much unchanged throughout all the configurations, with this one being the exception. The case foam and PE foam essentially have the same critiques as just the case foam, except the PE foam is introducing more marbly sounds. The plate foam and PE foam configuration, I have the same critique as the last. Then we have the all foam, essentially the deepest out of all of them, the stiffest, and probably the most sought after sound profile when it comes to a first custom keyboard. Like and subscribe.